Alright, I've got a 2002 Jaguar S-type V6, and I just wanted to make a quick video just explaining some of the things dealing with replacing the CCV, otherwise known as the climate control valve. And I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a car expert, but this is the job I did on my own. And one thing, these cars are like, this is a 2002. They look like this basically from 2000 to 2008. They did make an upgrade in 2003, but they don't look a lot different. So I'm sure a lot of these cars are becoming affordable. People are buying them up, and things like this CCV is going bad, and these shops will charge an arm and a leg. So if you're in a position where you go, oh man, I pick this car up for $7,000, $5,000, and now the maintenance on this thing is $1,200 every time you got to do anything, you run into a problem. So let me explain a little bit of what's going on. It's going to be really hard to see, but I'm going to try my best using my phone as a viewfinder. I've got a GoPro on. Let's see what we can do. Alright guys, this is not a how-to video. Mine has been replaced already. It's been replaced for a couple of years now, actually. I think about 2 years. It's just I had to take apart some of this stuff in order to do a different job. So I decided to make a little video explaining some of this stuff, because I've got half of the stuff unhooked right now. So anyway, alright, like I said, I'm gonna basically give an overview. This is not a how-to video. It's just, if your CCV goes bad, and they basically all go bad around 10 years old, and you considering doing this job yourself, this video may be a place to start to know if this is something you might want to try to take on yourself. In jaguarforums.com or whatever, you can just Google Jaguar Forums. They got a lot of information about this, but I've never really found a video on it. I saw some pictures, and they got some really good pictures on there explaining it really well, but I've never seen a video. So here it is. And like I said, this is not a how-to or nothing like that. I'm just going to be pointing some things out. Alright. My Wi-Fi connection to my phone, my video feed stopped, so I just wanted to check, make sure we're still going. But anyway, here is the upper coolant valve that goes to the radiator. You basically need to take this off just to get access to anything. So I'll just take off the little hose clamp right there, and just move this off to the side. You got another hose right here that's this hose goes into the inlet of the valve, basically, coming from your engine, hot coolant going in to your valve. Right now, that's connected right here. Let's see if I can find something that I can use as a pointer. Here is where this hot coolant coming from your system can enter into your this hose, and then that goes down into your CCV that's right here. Alright, now your CCV has 2 outlets, and that's why we have 2 circles right here. These are actually individual valves. They're solenoid valves, electrically controlled. Alright, so you can probably see a little bit better. So here's your 2 valves, but it's actually all one unit. So you got 2 hoses that's actually going out. These 2 hoses connect to these 2 places right there. No, actually I'm wrong. These 2 places. Alright? So these 2 hoses, these 2 metal pipes right here, they each one of these lead to one of your heater cores. Now in these Jaguars you have passenger side and driver side climate control. So if the driver wants it really hot, passenger wants it cooler, you could turn it down. You could turn one up, turn one down, and that's actually going to constrict the coolant flow to either side or increase it, which depending on what you have it. And then this larger pipe here, this is how both heater cores actually return back to this loop. And then from there you actually go back into your, actually don't know where it goes, either down to the radiator or back into whatever your coolant loop. It's going all over the place. It's kind of confusing. If you can see this is where I actually installed a flush valve. I bought a radiator flush kit, and I hooked it up, had the whole system hooked up. As you can see, it's just hose clamps connecting this. It's basically like a T-pipe. And you can take this cap off, hook this up to your water hose, and I flushed the system out really good. And I did that 2 years ago, whenever I replaced it. Oh yeah. Now on this CCV, if you can see this little socket right here with 3 prongs in it. I don't know how good it's showing up in the video, but this is where the electric plug goes. I've got mine kind of put it up a little bit. With that electric plug right there, it looks just like this. You slide up this little red piece and you can pull it out. Sliding down the red piece basically locks it in. So as you can see, it's pretty tight. Getting your arm down in here, as you can see, there's just not much room at all. But it's just gonna be a lot of that. You get that CCV out, and generally, like what I've seen in the pictures, you see these hoses, they're all still connected. You can pretty much pull it out with all 3 hoses on, the 2 on this side and the 1 outlet, or the inlet or outlet. All 3 hoses, unhook them from the car, but leave them on the CCV. Pull out your old one. You actually connect all your hoses to your new CCV, and then maneuver it down in there, because it's basically impossible to make these connections to your CCV while it's down in there. So you do it outside, then you put it down in there. That's pretty much it. When I did it, it probably took me, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, and it's mainly because I was just trying to figure things out, and there was a lot of just trial and error, and I was trying to make the connections while it was down in here. It was just a mess, and I kept revisiting the forums, and actually found somebody. They took some pictures, and they showed all of these hoses connected, and then they maneuvered it down in there. And once I realized I could do that, man, I probably got this thing installed in the next 20 minutes. So and there is also a bracket down in here. I've got mine bent up. I'm actually bend it back down if I can. Alright, I bent this bracket back down. The reason why I had it bent up, because I had to replace this sway bar bushings, and it was all in the way. I didn't want to have to take all these other bolts out, so I just bent it up, got to the bolt, and I'm going to be placing the CCV back down into this bracket and tightening this bolt right here. So that's pretty much it, guys. These little things I'm going to show you. It has you press these and you can pull the hoses off, and you got to watch it because there are little washers in here, and it looks like I'm missing one. No, it's inside of here. I can see it. Okay, you got to watch those little washers. They'll fall off, and you probably leak some coolant if that happens. Oh, the other big thing, once you get this all hooked back up, your coolant reservoir is right here. You're gonna open this up, try to not get debris down in there. You open this coolant reservoir up, you pour your coolant in. Now here's one of your bleeding, or you could call it burping lines here. You open this up and you're gonna wait till you get some coolant flowing out of there, dripping out or flowing out, you know, and then you close it. Your other burping line or location is right here. So you basically take like a flathead, you turn that, and then you would also get coolant out of there. And so once you get your coolant in it, you of course take your car outside, let it run, and let the car get all the way to temperature. You would open up these lines and get the coolant out, and that's what they call burping the system. You're getting the air out of the system is essentially what you're doing. And you will probably add coolant, you'll see it go down, and then add some more coolant, see it, and it'll keep lowering until you get to where you need to be. I'm trying to remember if there was a full line on here or not. It's really hard to see, but it's down in here. Let's see. It's really hard to see, but there's a full line. It's actually, you can see it in person. So when you're pouring it in, you want to see your coolant get up to there. Right now mine is low because I unhooked stuff and it drained out into a bucket below. But that's where that is. So guys, like I said, you hook this all back up, take the car outside, get it up to temperature, regular temperature, where you would see your temp gauge in when your car is fully warmed up. And then you want to burp your system. Once you burp your system, you should be able to test and get heat out of either side, your passenger side and your driver's side. And you want to be able to get floor heat and upper heat. Sometimes if there's an air pocket, you in your heater core, you might get the heat on the floor, but you don't get the heat coming out of the top, because it's just air. It's not actually got coolant on top of the heater core. The heater core is basically just like a radiator. It's just a heat exchanger, just like you see them everywhere. Radiators, you know, just all types. But that's all I got, guys. Like I said, it's an overview. Hopefully this will give you an idea what this job involves in case you want to attempt to take it on. You could go to Jaguar forums and search there for the Jaguar S-types and get more details.